done a Dragon Mayor episode, and by all accounts, we are up to Dragon Mayor 10. So I am going to go ahead and get the game loaded. We have subscribed to Fine Road Anarchy as a new mod. Hello. And that'll allow us to make some much more realistic highway junctions, like Y Junction, which are my favorite. Basically, a Y junction comes up to a large two-directional thoroughfare like an avenue, and then the one-lane road splits off in two directions, allowing traffic to go either way. Heard here shortly. There we go. And Twitchington is back up and running. Now the real question, it's been so long since I played this, do I remember the controls? That break with Galactic Dragon Emperor took me away from the game just a little longer. Appreciate it. What is it? Space Cat? I know you're wanting to fly. We will be doing that in about an hour. Right now we work on cities. Okay, our electric availability is starting to dip, so we're going to go ahead and jack the power up just slightly. Doesn't have to be a lot because our power magnitude is quite significant. High demand for industry. The reason we're getting such high demand for industry is we're not actually zoning anything but specialized industry. Also, I've made affiliate today, which is awesome. That means that you guys can cheer for me now. And many other fun things. You can even subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. So, yay, support, right? It'll occur to me we can't really emulate line intersections very well in cities because it would require 2 traffic stops and actually be less efficient. Maybe we can. Try this. Question is, do we want to try to emulate cities? It may not be space efficient. So basically, right here. Is there a way to do that without knocking out that column? Find out. I don't think there is. It has to be now above the column. That's definitely not interesting how we do it. Space cat, get out of there. I'm supposed to be in the equipment. I swear that cat's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, it's just way too low for that. I don't think there's a way around that, really. There is, but it's tricky. It takes up a lot of space. We'll just leave that as it is. We need more regular industry that is capable of leveling. Pollutive industry. We could see if the offices will offset it. They're considered industry. Yes, yes, tell me all about your trouble, Space Cat. See what you would do if the Y intersection is these two lanes would both turn left. Branch this one out and it would have all the traffic turning right. That way right-hand traffic never was obstructed by a stop. But I think the way we have this rigged, I might need to get traffic president. I can't work. Yeah, it's not. They can turn crossing traffic that would have trouble. So I solve a problem that doesn't really exist, especially when everything's working so well already. Alright, let's take a look at traffic and see where there is trouble. Oh, good lord. Getting dense up here, folks. Oh no, causing on. It's trucks. It's trucks. Technically, that's considered the main thoroughfare because it's joining up to the highway, so we want to obstruct traffic moving onto it, not authorized. Keep that road most we're going to the highway to beat it. Traffic is so heavy, I would merit as an outlet. Hey Cypher, hey Wolf Mode, welcome aboard. Well, let's see if that helps the traffic. It looks like it's already diverting, which is a good sign. How's the audio and video quality, fellas? Everything looking good? Like that traffic density is already dropping quite a bit from that road. That outlet has really helped. We still got a small backlog it needs to clear, but once it's done, it'll be over. Oh, good Lord, the freeway's backing up terribly up here. I'll be honest, no, I'm not sure there's a whole lot can be done about this. We just got so much traffic. As long as it doesn't stop, it's not a problem. This is a giant turbine, an underground turbine. You can't see it without being in traffic view or subterranean view. So basically all the traffic coming from this quad intersection goes underground in order to find the path that it needs to go to. I built this particular intersection design myself in the asset editor, made it a ploppable so that it can be laid anywhere you need it, and it can also be modified to flex and bend however the terrain demands. Look at the volume of traffic just pouring down that highway. See what type of intersections. Can't really see it, looks like around. Just remove that stop and let it flow. That appears to have helped dramatically. Not sure why there was a stop there anyway, honestly.
Your home for the best works of the great master.
Alright, check on traffic again. That should be rapidly dropping off now. Got a jam up here. The only thing it should be stopping is cross-bridge traffic, so let's just unlock that. If that doesn't solve the problem. Already resolving itself. I think our major blocks have been removed. What in the world's going on here? Those all buses? What line is this? That is the green line. The green line looks like it may have way too many buses on it. Are we picking up all the people? Yes. Do we have buses with no passenger? Yeah. Are we still need people at this stop? Wow. And down here. Good lord. Looks like they just all happen to show up at the same place at the same time. 300% may be a bit much though. We'll drop it back to 200. It may just be that this line may need to be broken down into more lines because of the sheer volume of passenger traffic that wants to take it. I mean, look at this. They're not even making it past this stop, the buses aren't. Where is this stop? So this is the stop just short from the monorail station. And in front of this thing, the servicing offices. The trucks again. We've got to find a better way to vent them onto the highway. I want to do the same thing I did in the other industrial area. I want to put a direct vent onto the system, onto the highway system. Interesting. Doesn't remove the barrier when I do that. There we go. That looks gorgeous. We'll do the same thing over here. Now these roads here may look kind of redundant at the moment, but they actually allow passenger traffic to flow between the overpasses for the pedestrian traffic, which allows the pedestrians to access every part of the city because these pedestrian overpasses go over the highway and allow flow between different sides of the city. And they use those overpasses like crazy. Look at all the ants. Alright, let's see if we got any more traffic issues now. First off, make sure this junction hasn't generated any lights. No lights, good. All traffic on and off the highway has the right of way. If you have any questions about my town, just ask. Hey, Teague, I made affiliate, man. You can share bits and you can subscribe now if anybody wants to. Pretty awesome. Just made it today. Got the notification in my chat. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. How's the video stream quality? Everything looking good on your end? Here's one of the Skyway bridges I was talking about. You can see the industrial sector in the back of the city with all the smoke pipes. They're going downtown into the commercial zones, probably heading for a shop. Oh, that guy got confused and turned around. There's the Eiffel Tower, there's our radio tower for disaster reporting, the monorail grid. He's going over another crosswalk. I wonder where he's heading to. I wonder if he's going to visit the tower. Nope. Wrong turn for that. You're sleepy? Man, it just started for me. I'm going to like 5 a.m. Eastern time. 4 hours from now. Ah, that sucks, man. I hope you feel better. Hate to hear that you're sick. I think this is one of my most beautiful vistas. Oh, we installed Anarchy for the road system, by the way, Teague. So you can get much more realistic on-off ramps for the highways. Look at all the civilian traffic between these intersections. Alright, so we have a heavy need for industry. And in particularly, we have a heavy demand for industry that is unfortunately very pollutive, because it's the only industry that levels and helps employ more people. Alright, we need to turn the road locks back on here. We can rebuild and keep building the grid. Take off anarchy for just a moment, because that would be nuts. Yes, I know we need more industrial zones. Thank you for reminding. Silly game. Silly game. Yes, if you're wondering, I have gone out of my way to utilize every single inch of the map. Oh, we already got water to it. Excellent. We just let that build now. And if that's in a classified zone, nope, good. Okay, it's not in one of the districts. That one will build dirty industry like we want it to.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I hate colds like that persistently wake you, even when you're exhausted.
Relax and spend the better part of a decade learning to play that subtlest.
Oh, this is the oil fields down here. The question is, how much oil do we have left in this area? Have we killed it all? We have destroyed all the oil here. It's not producing anything for a week now, which means this field is completely negated all the way over to here. Oh, there's a little bit over here, but that's about it. We'll go ahead and make sure we consume all the oil, because oil is free money. Now the rest of this oil industry and the rest of this zone needs to be redone. The question is, how much density of forestry do we have here? And I'm not seeing any forestry. Given we now have a greater demand for commerce than we do for industry, and these guys are importing oil instead of actually producing it, that means that these guys are going to be replaced by commerce. And by office zone. Alright, so there's our new commerce. Next thing to find out is, what are we zoned here for commerce? First off, we need to spread the districts further south. Now that we've eroded the oil away, this new district can take over. However, that also means we need to dezone the industry now, otherwise oil will grow back in its place. And we don't want imports, we want exports. Now let's take a look at the available resources here. Are trees very thick? I don't think they are. That's much denser growth up there and over through here, and deep over here. That's pretty light, so we can probably get away with turning this into a non-forestry area. So these little patches I might turn into forestry. It'd be kind of weird packing it in with the commerce, but the 4x4. Oh, you build where the resources are. A lot of people don't really pay attention to their maps and to where their resources are, but I actually utilize every resource I run into to the best of my ability. Why? Because I think any natural city would take advantage of its resources to the best of its ability. AKA logic. That's a funky road, and it had to be built that way because of the station there. But that station is necessary to feed this airport. Alright, now that that is gone and commerce demand is starting to taper off, we will definitely need a commerce buffer around these industrial sectors because people will not be happy living next to them. So we'll go ahead and put those in place. If only they had King Kong 2 climb the Eiffel Tower, I'd be all over that, man. I remember in old SimCity they used to have Godzilla, and that was hilarious and fun. Alright, our demand has really stabilized in terms of our zones. There's nothing really that's wanted over anything else. Sir, okay, everything is being supplied at an ideal rate, except for jails and education. Check our crime rate and check our jails. We still have enough for what we have detained, so there's no reason to build more jails or provide any more financing. Now let's take a look at the education side of things. Where is education? Okay, looks like our northwest or northeast sector is having trouble educating its population. So a good spot for a school will be right here where these two major avenues meet. That way the kids' parents can get up to it pretty easy. It'll also be a good spot for the high school. You can put one across from each other, I guess. Alright, so let's plop in a new school. First off, let's check our financing on our current schools. We want to make sure we're just not under budgeting stuff. No, we're not. Okay. Alright, so we're going to position the high school first because it takes priority. There's the high school. Here's the elementary school. Hey Teague, man, you hang out with me so much, I feel like, and I mean, you keep the conversation going in the chat, so pick something to name and tell me what you want to name it. I don't think there's much on this that's been named. I think we named one road after my mother-in-law. That's it. For my wife's request. I am still somewhat earth-moving. We have taken a long break from cities. I did the whole Galactic Dragon Emperor thing, which took a few weeks to complete, and I was doing that in the city's time slot. So we still got a lot of earth-moving to do, and I am still in the process of moving Earth to make the city expand. can't remember which way I was expanding, though. I think we've already expanded pretty much in all directions at least once. So what we need to do is count our intersections. 1, 2, 3 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the south. So we've expanded more to the south than anywhere else. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we're due for a west and east expansion to further increase the size of the grid. There's a lot of things you can name in this game, but one thing you can't name is the randomly spawned buildings that are in zones like this. Actually, yeah, we can name a skyscraper if you want to. The only thing is, if that skyscraper suddenly doesn't have enough support to exist, it could vanish. However, there are permanent features like the Eiffel Tower that can be renamed. There's the, I haven't named the hotel yet. And there's the arch over here, which is just labeled Business Park right now. Tower of Babylon? Okay, we can do that. I'll like put your name in. If we have room. Yes, we do. There you are, named by you, Tower of Babylon. I really hate the foggy dawn appearance. Alright, since we've already expanded once or 4 times to the south, we're going to start expanding instead to the east, or west, and then to the east. What is going on here? Now I cut off that river. Oh, I completely cut off that river. Beautiful. I was wondering if that would work, and apparently it definitely has. Gorgeous. Alright, so we dumped all of our soil. Carve more out of this hill over here. Go that to the south again. Just keep flattening everything out nice and smooth. Ah, no. Definitely not a bad omen. Landscaping. Half of this game is landscaping. Alright, so we are now, I don't know, do we have enough room to maneuver? I don't think we have enough room to maneuver the road yet. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that back.
Meteorologists have issued a severe
Oh boy,
tornado warning for
where's
the area.
that coming into?
Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Oh goodness, it may hit our dam. That'll be interesting. And that railroad, but the railroad's really little consequence. Oh, yeah, we already picked up some. Then tornado hit. Kind of distracted by that tornado, you know. I got 16 gigabytes of RAM and an i5 processor running a 2.5 gigahertz CPU. The reason that their games run so smooth, T, is because of the way that I set up their processing. I actually specify which threads the games use, and in doing so, it keeps them from the stream utility OBS from colliding with the processing power that is used to operate the game. So Cities, for example, is running on, I think it is 3/4, and OBS is running on 2. Also, OBS's affinity is set to high. Ooh, here comes the tornado.
A tornado has touched down in the area. Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Don't think it's going to take out the dam, fortunately. Like it's drifting away. Put a hole next to it. I wonder if it's going to get stuck in the hole. That would be hilarious. Let's see if it moves now. It just went over it. I tried to trap a tornado, T. It didn't work. Had its own mind, decided to do its own thing. Now, just so you know, T, I'm just starting out playing Cities. I'm eventually going to switch over to playing Kerbals later this evening. About 30 minutes. Whoa, that's the wrong altitude. Move all that out. The way I set the city up, it makes so much money that I can literally pretty much carve what I want out. And not even notice a hit to my budget. I love that fact. City runs at extremely efficient levels. Night or day, you will rarely see me run into the red unless we're in the middle of a population crisis, which, speaking of which, what do we do for our next population crash? Ooh, looks like it may already be in progress. Birth rate's declining, death rate's dropping too, though. Okay. So it looks like we're kind of even. Alright, got a higher demand for commerce, so we can go ahead and fill in more commerce over here. Right next to this airport, which is a perfect place for it. Check on our transit.
A tornado has touched down
Traffic's
in
a
the
little
area.
heady. Whoa,
Seek shelter
another one?
immediately if any is available.
Oh, let me guess, it's the same one dancing over here. It hit the train tracks. I'm going to rebuild those, but other than that, nothing serious from it. Kind of disappointing. I was hoping it'd rick something. Look, the tornado shined the tracks. They look nice and shiny now. Must have been polished by them buffeted into the wind. We're running low on incinerator power now. Need to get rid of more trash. Also up here in the old pollution zone. Yeah, so far we're looking really good on the stream. No drop frames. I was just checking OBS right quick to make sure everything's working alright, and it is. Sorry for dragging you guys over to the far side of the map there for a moment while I looked at things. If you see me suddenly yank this way, that's because I'm going over to my second screen to check on things. Make sure everything's running well. It's safer than alt-tabbing it, because alt-tabbing it can start things being a little unstable. The video card that I have is a NVIDIA 7000 or 700. I think it's 7000. It's the new one. I love the business districts. They look all nice and blue and shiny. Alright, we got a demand for industry again. That's kind of surprising. Okay, so let's go up here and make some more. Okay, let's check the... Here, this looks like... How much of the forestry is actually being produced here? I'm guessing it's not. Okay, so a lot of it's being exported. No imports. Okay, so we have enough forest here to actually have it producing. Is it importing forestry anywhere? Don't see any imports of forestry, so that's a good thing. Right, now we already are planning on an expansion to the west, so we're going to build our new industry out that direction. Now what we can tell here from this is these are basically 3 grids across. And that comes out to, I think, 30. Let me just make sure that. 32. I got my numbers off. Okay. So we're going to bulldoze a couple of these roads up here. And redo this. This needs to be 32, not 30. And what that'll do is that'll put it into alignment. Already leveled the road out this way. Yes, I have. Okay, good. We'll come out 32 here. And there we go. Alright, next thing we need to do is check forestry, make sure it's covering the zones that... Oops, wrong button. This is our forestry. It's called Willow Park because it's got a bunch of trees. And got the name of the tree, Willow, so we got Willow Wood, I guess. Willow is a good wood, but actually, we're not going to take these vertical. We want to take them side to side. It pays to have a little bit of diversity. Actually, do we want to do that? Where's the nearest intersection to the main highway? It is now to the south of us. So this is now considered the main road. So ideally we will want to make anything that's further to the right of this left and right. Actually no, because these feed, okay, yeah, those feed so we can still do vertical. since they're thicker, they will be considered. This will be the primary road, secondary road, tertiary road, in that order. Ah, wrong thing. Oops. Good thing you don't have to pay for zoning like in the old SimCity games. Hey, Edible, welcome aboard, man. Yeah, I love potatoes too. I have Irish blood in me. We Irish love our potatoes. Alright, now we got a massive area of new forestry. And as long as it doesn't actually consume wood and produces wood, I'm happy. Let's take a look and see. I can build a panda sanctuary. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't even have boat music. Locomotive halls. Build a casino. Driving range. A zoo. If you're wanting specifically a TV studio or a movie company. There's a mall. There's a posh mall. Like they have to distinguish between the mall and the posh mall. Office Park, Fossil Order Towers, Courthouse, Grand Mall, Tax Office, Helicopter Park. I don't know why I haven't put the tax office out sooner. Grand Library, Observatory, Business Park, the Opera House, Impression House, or Impression Office, Pyramid of Safety. Oh, you were thinking of like the Hollywood Hills. I don't think they had the Hollywood sign. There's a Theater of Wonder, and I think that's about the closest you're going to get to anything entertainment Hollywood related, like a movie theater. Build a space shuttle launch site. Why haven't I built that space shuttle launch site yet? Oh my goodness, we have been missing out on the space shuttle fund. Alright, we need to find a launch area for this. How big is it? Will it fit in a box? It will not fit in a box. Fit in a regular box. It will not fit in a regular box. Will it fit on the coastline next to the major hotel tower? It will not fit because it's too big. It's got outside the city limit. We may have to make a special place for this one. Yeah, where do you want KSC at? KSC should be assigned to water.
The classics.
We need something that looks like a peninsula that has water curving off to the right. I think this is the best spot that kind of emulates KSC's location. So we will create KSC Drive. We'll probably have to relocate it at some point in the future due to my plans to actually utilize the entire map. But for now, launch pad facing east. Powered by the giant windmill next door. No, wait, it wouldn't be windmills. KSC, it would be solar panels. And it would have its own water supply. And its own waste. Oh, got that backwards. We do not want them bringing their own poison. That would be bad. We want to make a special little area for it. This is the no-fly zone. Alright, let's select the policies for this particular area. We will allow electricity for heat here. And we don't want to do bad. Where's the power line? And we already have people coming to the Space Center. Glorious. That's kind of backwards. Actually, no, that's the way we want it. Weird way to put it, though. Let's see. Ooh, we have a launch facility. Everything looks good on the healthy city. We are short on workers somehow. Oh, residential demand has gone through the roof suddenly. Well, that's way too polluted, actually, for residents. Up here might be a good spot. Resource density, not that high. Water check. Power will be check. And good road connectivity. Since we're also going to be expanding this way, the residents on this side, the industry on the other, and they can drive across this to get to each other. Infecting traffic. Mostly good. Few problem spots, nothing serious. And most of the problem spots are simply due to the fact that they have a high load. There doesn't appear to be anybody stopping. This one might be a problem. Alright, we gotta fix that one. Goodbye stoplight. Income stoplight or stop signs. The only people should be stopping here are the people coming off the bridge. Thoroughfare is now clear. Oh wow, this one's really clogged. That's because this massive intersection with like 6 intersecting lanes. That looks a lot better designed. If it'll help the flow better. This up here. What is that closest to? That is closest to the bottom. So that means up-down thoroughfare. This one is an up-down thoroughfare. Primary road. And look how quickly that sorted traffic, just changing a few lights. In fact, the lights need adjusted here as well. Oh yeah, this is an actual stoplight, that's bad. Alright, looking a whole lot better now. Everything's back to kind of a light orange red. Look for those few intersections here on the highway. Not fixed those, except they're fairly clear freely. It's only a matter of the fact that there's such a high volume flowing through them. That's the only reason why they're red. Alright, let's start working on this new cross section.
You're listening to the classics, and I've just got some mail.
So we're going to delete Mayor Vortex's bridge and the Tony bridge.
Johann Sebastian Bach throw out his harpsichord because it was Baroque. Not a noble effort, but
Temporary disruption of traffic on the westbound lane, as the entire highway has been uprooted.
You're listening to the classics, where if it then don't.
Now, this may seem strange what I'm doing right here, but there's a reason for it. I need these two to act as these two to act as connector points. I use it to help grid in this. See, snaps right into place. This is a ploppable that I created in the asset editor. It is a custom intersection. Bang. Saves me all sorts of time trying to manually finagle it. Yes, finagle is a word. I think. And then we just reconnect all the pieces we disconnected. Now when repiecing these, you don't actually pay attention to the guides. You simply look at what intersects first. We're going to turn on snapping because I want to get a very precise angle on that. 33 degrees is almost ideal. What's the angle on this one? Doesn't really tell you. I think it's something like 39.6. Close enough. That one was a little too tight. You notice how that one's got a small clipped ear? We need to do that. I demand an exacting amount of accuracy. There we go. And now our intersection has been rebuilt. Our new expansion is in place. We can now just connect it into the existing network. Turn Anarchy off. Back our snaps on. Get rid of the guides. Fill in the holes. Now there's only one problem with these custom assets. You'll notice here there's some gaps, and over here there's not. Over here there's not, over here there's not. The reason that these gaps exist is because sometimes there's an error with the ploppables from the asset editor that makes them ripple the terrain for whatever reason. So in order to correct that, we actually have to destroy the entire monorail dual lane section and then reconstruct it. And in doing so, we make those little gaps disappear. Just like that. Now in a few seconds, this bus stop will rematerialize and there will be no trouble. Now we got the same gap problem on this side. So we're going to just reconstruct the road to replace it. Yep. And same on this side. There's the gap again. And redeveloped, and the gap's gone. Suddenly, a massive demand for... And all I have to do is reconnect the highways up. This is where a meteor hit earlier in the game. Too tight. What we'll do is we'll put this out just a little, then up. See, I don't really care where the regional highway is at the moment. I won't care until I get over near the edge of the map, and then I want it to connect to the very end of this. Massive demand for residences suddenly. That means we get to work over here again. Just paint all that in and let it grow. Like we're in a death cycle. See, yep, we're in a death cycle. Our population is going to plummet. We expect this. But look at our income. It isn't going to matter. It's not going to dent. Now, another thing we need to do is finish this intersection up. There are some pieces missing. They're not obvious, but if you look at this, different than that. And the answer is the roads. Well, the pedestrian road. What are you talking about? You're off the ground. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong thing. Yep. Alright. All increments. There we go. Just drag it over here to the corner. Right in. Do the same thing for all four sides. And what that does is it clips the traffic from the side road directly into the avenue, without people having to go all the way around. And it does so in a very space-efficient way that's part of the intersection. Now the other thing we need to do to complete this intersection is we need to integrate it into the mass transit system. as you can see, the monorail system is actually forming a grid. Now, you'll notice we've got a lot of demand for workers up here, and the problem is likely that they're having to travel too far to get where they need to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a monorail up here. Question is where? I'm thinking right there would be the best spot, up in this corner. This already contains a monorail station, and you'll notice most of the industry next to it is okay. Oh right, it has to be on an avenue. We can't do this on a side road. Oh wait, this is an avenue. Okay. It's already occupied on both ends. Now that I have Anarchy, I can probably go fix that other station as well, next to the airport. Let's look at the existing monorail routes. So literally all I care about is this orange line and where it goes. And it doesn't go, and it looks like we have nothing on the other side. So we're going to create a new monorail line because the other one is for the side of the city that's kind of to the right of this structure. So we're going to do one for the left. And there we go. Now we got one to the industrial sector. So let's check out our subway system. Haven't expanded it west in a while. Average distance separation between stops is about a block. So that would mean we'd want a new station somewhere over near here. I'm thinking since it's a good idea to have your transit located together, we'll place it right next to this station. you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm working on making a turning hub for the rail system here.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music for classy people. And that's not classist, that's classicist. Look it up.
Very simple initial line there. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Alright, let's check our bus runs. Another thing we need to check is the rate the monorails are going, because some of them look like they may be over capacity for the line. In other words, too many monorails. One looks okay. That's 3. That one looks like it has too many. Put it back to it. 200. Well, that's really interesting. Where are the monorails for this one located? Where you at, fellas? You're stuck. You're caught at this traffic jam. Okay, the jam's gone. That'll relieve itself. Port is a very simple line. It's one between the railroad and a side station. It only needs the one. Alright, so everything else is looking okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. It only needs one as well. We'll put it down to 50%. However, I am concerned about the rate these guys are jamming. Yeah. Alright, that broke itself up. Wish there was a way to increase the delay between trains. But for now, that's okay. Yeah, the death rate's definitely picked up. Plenty of assets to handle it, though. Let's check land values. People over here could really use something to make them happier. Now, I was working on a project. Let's see which one it was. I can't remember. Oh yeah, we were working on the Eden project. We do need to build against the Cathedral of Plentitude, a friendly neighborhood park. Put the friendly neighborhood park down. Oh, perfect. There we go. That should make that zone a little happier. Watch the land value skyrocket now. Things are starting to upgrade. Alright, so that's going to be it for cities for this evening. But the stream is not done. I am now changing over to Kerbal Space Program, but before I do so, let's just take a ride through the city real quick. We'll take a taxi because they go all over the place and to all the interesting money. Rainy day. We are next to the airport, it looks like. And this is what it looks like downtown, folks. Alright, out we go, into Kerbals. All these beautiful towers. That's actually a residential tower. That is too. Wow, some of these These people have nice places. Alright, we're briefly going to interrupt the stream in order for me to change over to Kerbal Space Program so I can keep the stream separate. So the people who want to watch will be able to watch by game tap. So we'll be shutting down briefly and then I'll be right back. Thanks for those who watched this evening on Cities. Time for the new game.